It is the stepping off point for Grand Final Day, one of the great traditions in Melbourne. Usually the last Saturday in September, this time the first in October. Tickets are now on sale for the North Melbourne Grand Final breakfast. It's for the first time going to be held at the plenary at Melbourne's Convention Centre. To be part of it, to get your Grand Final Day off in great style, nmfc.com.au. Todd Goldstein and Jordan Lewis as they crossed paths. No raised arms, no damage done. Todd, thanks for coming in.
Thanks for having me.
The people we put up in front of you.
Yeah, I did laugh when I saw that Jordan was on before me, but yeah, no fisticuffs today.
How was it upstairs when you saw him?
It was all right. I was just say good day, and that was about it, really.
There's not much else to say. You don't like him. Let's be honest. He punched you in the face.
Yeah, I don't know him at all. I think it's probably one of the first times I've seen him. But yeah, shook hands, said good day, and that was about it.
He had the audacity, I call it audacity, to say that he didn't mean to do it, to hit you. And I said, Jordan, I can't believe that. And it got a bit frosty. He said, I don't care what you believe. Do you believe he meant to hit you that night?
I don't see what else he was doing. I'm not sure.
So, answer the question directly, please. Do you think Jordan only hit you?
Only Jordan can answer that question. Only he.
He just backed down.
Only he can answer it.
He said he didn't, but I didn't believe him anyway.
He's got me twice now, so.
Twice.
He's
Why
got me
would
twice.
you like him?
Oh, I've got no reason to like him. I don't know the bloke, so I was judging when I actually get to speak to him.
It hasn't harmed your football this year. I reckon you've been in the conversation for about 4 years now about the better ruckman in the competition, but it's probably always been Sandilands. But unequivocally, I reckon if you asked every person in Australia, including Sandilands, you're it. You're the #1 player. So congratulations for getting to that level. How proud of yourself of your football at the moment?
Yeah, definitely. I think it's been a big development probably the last 3 or 4 years. I think from obviously the ruck work stuff's always come naturally to me. It's just having more of an impact around the ground, and that's sort of the focus going this year was to start well and to have more of an impact. And
so how do you do that? You get fitter so you can move and become an offensive weapon? Because you've taken a lot of marks out.
Yeah, I think for me it's mainly a confidence thing. I think I've probably had the ability, I probably had the skill set to do it, but I probably doubt, second guessing myself, just not attacking the footy as if I want it. It's more hoping that it's going to come to me. Things like that has probably in the past crept into my game. Whereas this year I sort of really tried to forget any mistakes I make sort of out of my head straight away. They don't really affect me too much. It's onto the next contest and make a big impact in that next one.
How much have the demands been put on you by the coach and your teammates to say, hey, Todd, we need you to go to this level? How much of those demands that the coaches put on you and the teammates help take you to that level?
It's obviously helped, and obviously all the boys and the coaching staff look at me as the biggest player on our team, to have that impact, to be that presence for them, to be providing a contest in the air with my marking and the ruck work, and to be applying tackles and really putting pressure on the opposition mids, and that's just an expectation which probably I haven't stepped up to in previous years, and I think it just helps my confidence now, knowing that my teammates are backing me in to make that impact and to stand tall for them.
When people link you with the Brownlow, what do you think?
I laugh. Yeah, it's not something.
No, you don't.
I do. It's not something I've ever kind of like. I think I remember sitting there.
Third favourite.
I remember sitting there last year at the Brownlow with Drew Petrie, and I think it got to about round 13, and neither of us had a vote, and we were both sitting there going, "This is going to be so embarrassing if we don't get a vote." So that's pretty much what my Brownlow
You had a
experience
really
has been.
good year last year, but this year some of your performances, Todd, have been up with the best rucking performances of the last decade. I mean, Dean Cox kind of influence. I know he probably would have been a person that you looked at. I'm not saying you're a kid, but your performances around the ground and your actual art of ruck work has been phenomenal.
Yeah, footy's a pretty easy game when you keep it simple, and that's all I've been doing every week. My focus areas don't change week to week. Really, it's about playing the token comment of playing my role, and that's all. That's all.
6'8",
and that's all the coaches and my teammates expect of me. So that's all I've been focusing on.
I don't want you to get ahead of yourself, but what games do you think you got the 3 Brownlow medal votes
I could not tell you.
No,
could not tell you.
Against Essendon, I can assure you got the 3 votes against Essendon. You might have got the 2 and the 1 that night.
We got the 4 points. That was the main thing.
It was. But was that your best, most influential game or complete game?
Yeah.
The Essendon game?
Yeah, probably. I mean, probably of that one and maybe Brisbane round 2 as well. Which I was able to have.
Leuenberger and Martin.
Yeah, which I was have an impact on. But yeah, I think it's all relative. As long as we won the game, that's the main thing. I couldn't care less how I go.
The story goes that Neville Stibbard recruited you after you'd played 6 games only, and he took you at pick 37. Is that true?
Yeah, well, I played school footy at Trinity Grammar, but I was terrible. I did everything I could to get out of training sessions, things like that. So I'd played. I think it was the 4 home and away season games for Oakley and the 4 finals in their premiership in 2006. They were my only games of TAC Cup.
Did he believe in you more than you believed in you at that stage?
Quite possibly, yeah. Him and I think Bryce Lewis as well, who was under him at that point. I think he had come to a lot of my school footy matches. And I think they definitely probably backed me a lot more. I was, to get drafted at number 37 was a shock to me. I was listening to the draft purely because I was looking for Robbie Gray and Dave McKay and players like that who I'd grown up with to get drafted, and if I got drafted, it was just an added bonus.
What do you think we should think about the Kangaroos this year? Do you think we should have faith in the Kangaroos being strong performers in finals, or do you understand why a lot of people watching still don't know about the Kangaroos?
Oh, we understand full well why there's a lot of doubt over what sort of team we are. You can only go on the evidence that we've shown, and the consistency hasn't been there. The last 4 weeks, I think we've started to put together the sort of football that we want to play, and even that's been a bit patchy at times. Look at the second quarter last week. So I think we're starting to build some momentum now. We're starting to understand our identity as a footy club and as a team. So I think I can understand why those dispersions have been put on us as a footy club, but I also know what we're capable of doing. We showed it last year in the finals, and we've shown it in patches now. So if we can continue to build on the last 4 weeks, I think we can still do anything.
Would you punch us right the way through?
Would you punch Jordan Lewis if you had an opportunity?
Well, you're not allowed to. He's not worth missing weeks over.
You're too good for that. Todd, nice to see you. Thanks for coming by.
Thanks for coming in, mate.
It's been a terrific year.